Now, before I come to the questions of the tables, A, B, C, 3 questions हैं. I'm just going to first show you how a basic table we create. तो ये मेरा presentation है, इसमें slides हैं. अब मुझे टेबल क्रिएट करना है, तो कैसे क्रिएट करें, तो देख लेते हैं. So to create the tables, I'll go to any slide. I'll say चलो यार ये slide में मुझे टेबल इंसर्ट करना है, ये टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स है, पेन, पेंसिल्स, इरेजर्स, इसको डिलीट कर देता हूँ और क्या करता हूँ कि I will just put a table here and put the content in that table. So I go to insert and I say, okay, insert. What are the options I have in insert? I have the option of inserting a table. And here I've got the various squares using which I will be able to insert a table in my presentation. So I go here and I choose the different options and you will realize automatically my table is coming in orange color. मैंने तो color choose नहीं किया, तो ये orange color में कैसे आ रहा है? Because there is a theme which is applied to my presentation. That's the reason why this is coming in orange. So I say चलो बन गया टेबल, automatic lines बन गए, सब कुछ आ गया. As soon as I create my table, automatically ये option आ गया. देखो डिजाइन और लेआउट, ये पहले नहीं था, ये ऐसे था, डिजाइन और लेआउट है ही नहीं. But as soon as I click inside my table, design और layout activate हो जाते हैं. अब डिजाइन के अंदर there are many options, layout के अंदर there are many options. So first let's put some content. So I put over here, for example, products. उसके नीचे I put pens, pencils, eraser. I've got so many columns, so I say ठीक है, description डाल देते हैं. उसके बाद क्वांटिटी डाल देते हैं. उसके बाद प्राइस डाल देते हैं. चलो बन गया टेबल. मैंने रियलाइज यार ये डिस्क्रिप्शन छोटा हो गया, इसको एक काम करता हूँ, यहाँ से स्ट्रेच कर देता हूँ. That's what generally a person would do. यहाँ जाके खींच लो, खत्म, आ गया डिस्क्रिप्शन. अरे बट क्वांटिटी छोटा हो गया, अरे यार क्वांटिटी को स्ट्रेच करता हूँ. चलो, दिस इज वन वे ऑफ डूइंग इट. यहाँ पे जाके स्ट्रेच कर लो, बड़ा हो जाएगा आपका टेबल. But when I get a table, it's very important that my table has a balance. My rows should be of the same size, my columns should be of the same size, and at the same time the content that I type should also fit inside those respective rows or those respective columns. So here there is an option known as distribute columns, distribute rows. If I do distribute columns, उसके लिए पहले तो मुझे सब कॉलम्स को सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, राइट? तो यहाँ पे I've got a select button which allows me to select column, select row, select table. I say select table and I say distribute columns. When I'm doing distribute columns, मेरा कुछ नहीं हो रहा columns का, ये n उधर ही है. There is no change happening at all. ऐसे यार ये प्रॉब्लम है, मुझे ये यूज करना है मेथड, इससे ही करना है डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कॉलम्स. ठीक है, ऐसा सिलेक्ट करके देखते हैं. फिर भी एन उधर ही अटका हुआ है, चेंज ही नहीं हो रहा. डिस्ट्रीब्यूट रोज भी करता हूं, वाह, रोज तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो गए बट कॉलम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं हो रहे. दैट इज बिकॉज every column is changing its size based on the amount of text that you type inside the column. After I realize this problem, I say I want to change the width of this column. I changed it. When I change the width of this column, the n has come on top. Quantity is where it is, price is where it is, product is where it is. I just went into this column and changed the width of only this column. I didn't select the column. I just placed my cursor. So if you ever face a problem where a text is going down, simply go here and change the width of the column. Once you have done with that, you say, okay, I have finished it. Now what's my next step? You may want to select the whole table like this. And then you might want to apply distribute columns. So this is actually distributing the columns more or less in equal size. That's what it is doing. Leaving aside sizing of my columns. What is important is also the alignment of my text. अब देखो क्या होता है, अभी alignment देखो इसमें गड़बड़ है. अब बोलोगे सर ठीक तो लग रहा है, गड़बड़ क्या है ना गड़बड़. Product description, quantity और price आप देखो, it is sticking to the edge of the top of my cell. नीचे पूरा खाली है. क्यों भाई, नीचे लाइन है क्या? कहाँ है लाइन? लाइन है? नहीं है. तो वन प्रॉब्लम इज दिस. सेकंड विल से एक काम करते हैं सर, इसको ऊपर खींच लेता हूं तो कम हो जाएगा. ठीक है, वो एक सोल्यूशन है आपका, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट इफ आई वांट टू कीप इट लाइक दिस ओनली, and if I want to align my text in such a way that it comes to the center, not center alignment, I'm not saying this, I want this text to come in the center height wise, then I have a button here known as center vertically. So if I click on this black arrow, idhar ek arrow aata hai, it selects the entire row for me. And then I just click on the center. अब देखो मेरा अलाइनमेंट परफेक्ट हो गया. ऊपर भी उतना ही वाइड स्पेस है, नीचे भी उतना ही स्पेस है. सेम वे आई कैन डू फॉर दीज ऑल्सो. पेन को सिलेक्ट किया, शिफ्ट दबा के पेंसिल को किया, इरेजर को किया और इसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में अलाइनमेंट सेंटर कर दिया. अब मेरा अलाइनमेंट परफेक्ट हो गया. वी वर इन लेआउट, सॉरी, और यहाँ पे हम अलाइनमेंट कर रहे थे, which I taught you all just now. I taught you all how to change the width and height by choosing the aspects of this over here. Tomorrow you feel like adding an extra column to your table, so you go to the last column and say मुझे एक और column add करना है. So here I get an option known as insert left, insert right, insert below, insert above. Below and above are rows, left and right are columns. So at any given point of time, if I feel like inserting a column in between of description and content, होता है ना कभी-कभी बीच में डालना होता है column. I'm just placing my cursor at description and I'm saying insert right. Description और column के बीच में मेरा एक new column आ गया. Right. Same way you realize कि एक column यहाँ डालना है, I'll go there and I'll say insert right, एक column वहाँ आ गया. Now, even if I have to select the full table, and distribute my columns, nothing is happening. As I told you last time also, that is because of the amount of text in each column. This is what we call as text wrap. C के बाद TS automatically नीचे आ गया. I didn't bring it down. It's not even getting cut. It's coming down. Description में I के बाद PT आया और नीचे आ गया. That is because the size of this entire table is a fixed size. So in this case, what I should be doing actually is I should be changing the size of my entire table. So here I've got the width and the height. So he says the width is 3.07. Let's increase it. And you realize, अरे ये तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया. It's not going to fit inside my slide, even if I try to move it back. So what are the options you have? if you have to put these many columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, the description column has to be large enough. The quantity column can be very small. The price column can be very small. So I can simply click on this column and I can change the width of this column. But now what is happening is my entire table is getting changed. Table भी अंदर आ गया because column मैंने छोटा कर दिया. This column can be larger. This column can be again smaller. Same way I can reduce the width of this column. But what is happening? Are you realizing? I'm reducing the width of this column, but ये पूरा सब कुछ shift हो रहा है और सब कुछ change हो रहा है. देखो, am I right or wrong? सब कुछ change हो रहा है कि एक हो रहा है? Everything is changing when I'm doing this. Because my settings is distribute columns. इसलिए जब मैं increase या decrease कर रहा हूँ, सब columns increase या decrease होते हैं. If I select this column with this arrow, and if I say I want to change the width and height of this column only, फिर भी वही होगा because मेरा distribute columns on है. इसलिए कितना भी try करूं, मेरे सब columns बढ़ेंगे या सब columns घटेंगे, which is logically correct because only then will there be a balance in your table. You don't want to see one very tiny column, one very big column. So I can keep it this much. It's looking balanced. Simply I can just go here and say, एक काम करते हैं, इसका font size थोड़ा कम कर दो. I didn't compromise on the size of my table, on the balance of my table. I just changed the font size of the heading. Same way इसका font size भी हम लोग कम कर सकते हैं. So imagine, see this. And honestly tell me, what I'm doing now, is it making the table look good? What I've done now. Do you think this looks good? एक इतना बड़ा, एक इतना नैरो, फिर एक इतना बड़ा, फिर एक इतना लंबा. मजा नहीं आता है ना? ये देखो, balance. This is called balancing the rows and columns of your table. Always balance it so that it looks proper, professional, and well aligned. Just like how I aligned my text, the same way balancing these columns is very important. अब डिजाइन में चलते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल थोड़ा बहुत डिजाइन का देख लेते हैं. अब डिजाइन में I can at any given point of time change the look of my table. See, I have beautiful designs, beautiful. See that? Any given point of time, I can have any colored, nice looking tables. जैसा चाहिए वैसा टेबल आप इंसर्ट करो, उसका लुक जैसा चाहिए वैसे लो. Based on your look or on your theme, you can change the look of any table. So background की bigger है, तो background के साथ है orange में, dark light orange है, shaded है, ऐसा भी रख सकता हूँ. You see, no lines. The lines are not very visible of the columns. Like this, you can change your look of your table by going into design and choosing the various options of designing your table. Similarly, if I go to layout and I say मुझे एक और insert करना है left में, or after inserting it, I want this one to be narrow. There's a reason I want it to be narrow. And this particular column has got 4 cells. I want to merge the cells. So they have all become one. My cursor is over here in the cell. And I want to change the direction of my text to something like this. And now I'm going to type. See how beautifully you can do this. Our products. And I'm going to center align it. Look at that. See that? I can create something like this by adding an extra row or column, merging the cells of those columns, changing the text direction, rotating it like a 270 degrees instead of 90 degrees. 90 degrees would be looking the other side. And I can have my text written like this. Or if you don't like it like this, you can also go for stacked. The stack में क्या होगा? Hour ऐसे आ जाएगा, products ऐसे आ जाएगा. तो थोड़ा problem हो जाता है stack में. That is the reason why I don't take this and I take like this options. It creates a nice look, makes it interesting. And if I go further into layout, I've got other options known as cell margins, which is changing the margins of my cell. And I've also got alignment, which is aligning my table to the slide. Align top, my table will go right on the top of the slide. Align bottom will align it right at the end of this. Align middle will bring it in the middle of the slide, but it is not in the center of the slide. A center alignment is align middle, align center. अब मेरा exactly center aligned है. All round space is equal. Top and bottom is also equal. This is how I can place a table in a slide. Let's look at question number 21A. It says PowerPoint 05. On slide 5, insert a new row on top of the first table and merge the cells. Type the words customer orientation in the merge cell. Simple hai? He just told us to insert a new row, merge those cells and type the word customer orientation. तो स्लाइड नंबर 5 में ये जो आपको दिख रहा है ये टेबल्स है, पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट ऑफ टेबल. He's told me now to insert a row above. So I go to design, I go to layout and I say insert above. After that he says you need to merge the cells. I say merge cells. And he says after you have merged the cells, just type the text customer orientation. Done. I managed to insert a row, merge the cells of the row, and put the required text in the row. Let's move to 21B. It says PowerPoint 10 on slide 5. Change the table style of the top table to theme style 2 accent 6. So what is he telling us to do? He's telling us to basically just change the style of our table. क्या बोलता है? Theme style 2 accent 6. So if I select this table, go to design, I have theme style 1, theme style 2, accent 6। ये मेरा टेबल का पूरा स्टाइल और कलर कॉम्बिनेशन चेंज हो गया। That was my question B.